take it right back.
All right, good.
Okay,
I
so we
got you.
do have a draft. The first pick here, Complexity, going to go with the Nature's Prophet after banning out the Venno and Lich. And you guys can, you can see Spirit Breaker, Earthshaker banned out for Infamous. We're going to go with Dazzle and Puck. Lacoste, my co-caster, take it away.
Dazzle as an opening, pretty much non-standard because there's still Necro in the pool. The hero counters Necro so hard, I guess, and then no one wants to commit to it. Spirit Breaker banned, that's nothing unusual about it. Oh, Silencer, that's the hero we discussed a little bit about it yesterday. What a time to be alive, huh, Jack? First pick, Silencer, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a good thing there, Lacoste.
I'm always happy for the Silencer. I always want to see how much smart can he steal.
Yeah, we've seen most of the Infamous has actually been first picking Silencer for Excel Law. Now Complexity kind of stole Infamous's earlier drafts. I mean, we've seen it before, but they've ran a lot of Nature's Prophet Silencer. Now coL has it.
Yeah, also Dazzle we saw yesterday when VGJ Storm played it. The Axe just countered him so hard.
Yeah,
was dunking all over the place with many wows. I don't know. I think Silencer will do really good against these two heroes. They just need an initiation hero on the side of Complexity.
Yeah, Snaking definitely went all Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
Oh, is this going to be a thing today? Is this going to be a thing today?
You tell us, King. I can go all day with these. If you want.
I'm a man that enjoys basketball, but people out there don't even enjoy outside.
If you're the king, that can be yours. No, if people are wondering, the stand-in SQM, that is Kataro. He's always used 2 accounts, and I guess he's just on the wrong account, so it's not an actual stand-in.
Oh, thank you,
is
Grant,
him,
for
no
informing us of that. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
The most informed observer in the business.
One of
Grant
they call
Harris.
me Grant Piss or Scriff. Grant.
You're the
Scrant.
best
Scrant
American
sounds
observer.
awesome.
Pimp Grant.
Grant Muckle, man. Grant Muckle.
No, so Infamous has banned out 3-4 heroes in a row. Then they banned out Bloodseeker. But what else do we have for roaming heroes?
Earth Spirit probably there.
Earth Spirit. Oh, well, there's a hero we've been seeing first picked in FPL every time.
Digital Chaos, take it easy there.
Ooh, Io.
Beep boop.
This is the hero with.
Oh, whoa, this is going too fast. Slow me down.
We can't take the time
Panda.
to process all this. What is
This is
happening?
like the Phoenix Suns
Just keep
case
going,
of
keep
drafting
going.
right here. This is,
Dude,
man.
this is nuts. I can appreciate that was some
exciting.
hype forward picks.
Probably the hypest this game will get.
Okay, now we have to look back.
All right, that's a little bit too much to break down. So we have Infamous going the DC route here with the Bounty Hunter and the Sven. With Complexity adding some more mobility. The Han combination, Tiny Io. These guys reaching back to their roots for this combo.
I called it a few days ago. If anyone remembers.
What?
No one remembers.
Io
that
Tiny, no one
prophecy.
remembers.
I remember Dakota
mean,
said
guys,
coL was
being
going to play
dicks.
IO a lot.
Did you even
but-
call it for this team or just
no,
general prophecy?
just
out
a
there?
general.
Someday they'll pick
No,
Io Tiny.
That was the wrong day though. Nonetheless, Bounty Hunter against Nature's Prophet. I don't know, I feel like Infamous heroes are squishy. Dazzle and Bounty Hunter, these two heroes. And you have a good relocate followed up by Global Silence plus Nature's Prophet with a TP. That's pretty much a global strat right there.
What do you think about Timbersaw for Infamous against IO, Nature's Prophet, and Tiny? Or does it even fit into
I mean, it
their
seems
lineup?
like there's a lot of trees for
It's
him
a
to chop
good
down, right?
good call, Grant. Timbersaw is one of the heroes that I don't know. I don't feel when it should be picked.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. Not a big fan of the hero. I
Infamous
guess,
played it day one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
played, like,
they
multiple
don't have too much burst. If he gets a hood, there's still no right-click damage.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be hard to kill him. I mean, the
Yeah.
Wisp basically just tickles him and adds up his armor. The silence can be kind of annoying for Timbersaws, but like you said, the burst, like it seems very dependent on Tiny hitting combos early and then getting up his items.
When did you guys learn that Wisp was a strength
hero?
Did you actually know from day one, or did everyone think it was an int hero? Was it just me?
Do you know what I messed
thought
up with was Ursa being an agility hero. I figured he was a strength hero at
I
first.
could see that.
Yeah, you know what was the most ridiculous stuff? That Earth Spirit is a strength hero for some reason. He's got all that in his toolkit and he's got it on a strength body. I mean, that was just a...
I mean,
have
they
you
have
seen
to,
that
because
totem?
Storm's intel and Ember's agility.
The Ogre being strength hero, like he's a mage. He should be int.
Yeah, that I could go into Warcraft 3 lore right
you
here
think
about that, but I won't.
You think strong people can't cast spells, man?
Yeah, but his spells are too strong considering how dumb he is. I mean, he has 2 heads,
He
but
has-
combined IQ of 17.
That's why they call it dumb luck.
True. Very true.
All right.
And, well, Legion Commander banned out. Complexity's actually played the most out of everyone. I think they've played it twice in their 8 games so far. And I already know. You know
Maybe
Complexity wants to
something
10
the
already.
diffusal blade carrier with just to remove Sven's Warcry. Maybe a jug. I don't know what else. A Phantom Lancer if they want. I mean, it's not that good against the cleave, but
Will we see Clinks again?
or bone. Yeah,
10
bone might be
seconds
nice.
You just call him Bone? Is that like a Euro thing? You guys just call him Bone?
Well, because we can't
sometimes you
call him
Bone Clinks.
5 seconds.
Bone
it's-
Fletcher is just a bit
Yeah,
too
Bone
long, and
Fletcher.
BF is weird.
Yeah.
BF. He was
Do you
never
see-
called BF.
You don't like to call him Clinks, though?
I don't know. I just have 2 names for him.
All right.
See,
Boner.
in Chinese, it's Bone Archer, Bone Mage, and, well, not really Bone King, but Skeleton. Yeah, see, you know, the bones have a very clear...
Was he Skeleton King or was it the Wraith King?
Skeleton King, and then became Wraith.
All right, there's the brew.
Okay, so they go for that brew again. Yeah, now I don't know. I think Timber's really good here, but they probably won't pick it. It just seems like if you do, you have such a hodgepodge. How do you even lane that then with the bounty hunter? Like, it seems rough. You need like a. Well, I guess he's a self-sustaining laner. I don't know.
Is this going to be the debut of offlane Bounty Hunter going for those attack talents?
Oh, no.
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 Well, man can dream.
We've seen some carry bounty hunters in FPL. That's something
Off-lane
special.
Winter Wyvern. This is the chance here. I guess a Wisp lineup.
Jack.
Off-lane Winter Wyvern.
What about it? Oh, yeah, we saw your offlane Winter Wyvern. This dude's
Wait, you
running
guys
around
tried
with- This dude's running around. Use the term very loosely. This dude's running
Choose
around
your
with
hero.
Lincolns and Hurricane Pike at like
Oh.
45 minutes. Anyway, I'm just going to pretend that never happened. It haunts me to
I
this
had
day.
Hags as well.
We've got Darkseer last pick coming out from Pepita.
Okay.
And there's the lineup.
I mean, pretty self-sustaining himself. So how are they going to lane this? Do you do Darkseer Bounty starting off in the off lane? Just try to get some good harass? Because it's going to be Brewmaster Silencer, we assume?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So this is pretty much exactly that, almost exactly that DC lineup from yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, I know one decree I'd like to make in this game. Anytime you say moo, you're going to have to say the full moo all the way through.
All right.
Or when Brewmaster uses his Cyclone,
Are you the
we're gonna shout. What's the?
I can't hear this
Hurricane?
non-king
No,
speaking.
no, we're gonna go
I
like
would
this.
love to hear this idea, and I'll see
No,
if
we're gonna
it's...
go like this.
Yeah, we can go like, or we can shout. What's the name of that
Band?
storm?
One
that,
Direction?
that coL ran from?
Irma?
Or we can just shout Irma.
When
And
what?
That sounds terrible.
when the cyclone comes.
All right, we're just gonna go with.
Sure, if you do that, I would be entertained by that.
All right.
Grant, I will not
Gotta
give you any
practice
sort of
that.
punishment, but don't miss kills.
No, you
please.
can. You know, that kind of keeps me into my game, into my zone. How about this? If you can give me another punishment if you hand me a red monster.
I want to see more of those push-ups, Grant.
Is that one of these
No,
ones
I'm
here?
good. No, the red. It should be like 0 red or something. I thought Jack got a few.
I need some pink tea
So what
lemonade.
if,
nonsense.
I'll take a
Moo
pink
kills
one, it's
someone
fine.
or
You sure?
Moo
Yeah,
dies?
it's fine.
I can tell the
Nah.
people to fetch you an appropriate
What'd you say?
flavor.
Oh, this one's fine.
There's too many people talking. Shut up! I'm the play-by-play.
No, he's the king.
Yeah, the king is talking. When are we shouting moo?
Every
you
time
say
you
the
say
name.
his name.
Every time he does something interesting.
So you could just say Furion and skip the process, but you won't remember that. That's tough.
I mean, if I see you keep trying to weasel out of it by saying Furion instead, I'm probably going to make you do push-ups or something.
Here we go. Oh, sorry, Jack. Let you take this
Oh.
over.
That's right, Grant. You just focus on the camera. I know it's plenty of work for you already.
Jack, my camera work's actually known through legends. I heard they actually made one of those Chinese comics on Reddit about how good my observing was.
I actually hope that it comes to that someday. It's
If-
everyone's
if the-
dream to
if
be
a
in one of
Chinese,
the Chinese
yeah,
comics.
if a Chinese comic just acknowledges King's Cup, then that would be the dream right there.
Back to you, Jack.
All right, so both teams, leaving home for the first time here, as is custom. But no one is smoked, and, there's a ward already. I think he TP'd out. Did coL to place this ward? Overlooking his own hill. We've got some interesting music going.
You gotta turn it up.
Yeah, so both teams setting up that early vision. Bounty Hunter up on this hill. Trying to wrap around, maybe inflict some shenanigans at the top rune here. We've got Chessie standing watch over this hill, so not too much action going on early.
Sorry, Jack, we need the Lion and Nature's Prophet taunts. These are the best ones.
Oh,
I love lions.
DJ Lion and
Yeah.
MC NP.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, and you know, Stinger just wandering through the neighborhood as bounty hunters do. Get in the back lines, put down some annoying vision. You know, puff of smoke. Run away from your enemies. Die productively. You know, just bounty hunter thing.
So Bounty Hunter went for Boots of Speed build. I guess he just wants to have an extra move speed.
Move.
Yeah, no Orb of Venom on him.
Senses the Ion Shell on top of the invisible Bounty Hunter. And they are going to be able to snake this room here from Complexity to open things up. A huge 100 gold lead there for Infamous out of the gate.
I mean, that dual lane's kind of scary, right? It's like Spirit Breaker plus Darkseer, just anyone that can get under, but he looks like he's going middle. I mean, obviously, I doubt there's ever going to be a chicken since they have an IO. But they don't really need to bring that chicken out early. Just moving
So
around.
2 stand-ins and 2 Infamous players got the rune.
It is not good to be a chicken in this game. You got a Bounty Hunter, Nature's Prophet, and an IO. And yeah, we've got mid, we've got Leo Style, who marked himself as tired, up against Limp and Z freaking out Tiny. Top, we got Brewmaster and Silencer up against Sven and Dazzle. But in comes the Bounty Hunter. They're going to make a move here onto Kyle. Poison touches on him. They're blocking him. He's slow as hell, and he's going to go down here for the first blood. And Chessie will try to carry his friend's corpse back to be buried.
That was just a smart rotation right there from Bounty Hunter. Like, you thought he was going to be bottom because he had the Ion Shell, and he just runs all the way top. That was super smart.
Kyle's
There's going to be a lot of problem for him on top lane.
They're just going to keep punishing him here. And Chessie's desperately flailing away to try to keep his buddy, his captain, his Rashid Wallace alive. In the bottom lane, Pepita, Darkseer going toe-to-toe with Moo.
You're not a ghost, but that worked.
I'm going to try it with different intonations.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Intonations? Jack, what does that mean?
I think he means incantations.
I know what it means.
Well, I thought,
Nice
are you talking about an annotation?
It's a
Nice guffaw there, Lacoste.
guffaw.
So I guess when Wisp is missing and stacking, so maybe Bounty Hunter can snipe him. Or just block the spawns. Is there any stack? This is the first one so far. They also have Sven, so they might put some extra vision in the enemy forest and Sven can maybe clear it.
I'm enjoying so far that this infamous game plan, looks exactly like the DC one yesterday. We got Bounty Hunter up in here making this dual lane a very tough time. Chessie is going to get forced back. They can't hit him because they're not... Oh, now they can. He doesn't have enough evasion, or will he? The last slap comes in from Kotaro Hoyama, and down goes Chessie.
Dude, he got that with the Drunken Haze on him, too. That's a 30% chance, right? I guess I'm the camera guy. How am I doing?
It is a 70% chance.
So 30% chance to hit him.
Yeah.
He's pretty lucky, guys.
Dude, that's a huge for him getting the kill, too.
Yeah.
Last 4.5 seconds only.
No, it was on him, trust me. I had the camera on him, bro.
And the keyboard.
Yeah, no, me too. Sorry, Lacoste. Don't worry, I got it for you, though.
Alright, bottom lane.
Jack?
Lacoste. His microphone is not working that well. Shake
Lacoste's
those packs
microphone
around.
It's pretty far away.
Having some problems, no worries. I'll take it from here. Leo Style is going to go down mid to Limp and Z-Freak as without even using the combo. So I believe Silencer came in there and contributed a little bit, but he didn't manage to steal the smart from this, which is really all Lacoste cares about in this game.
The smart steals.
Oh, Kyle might be in problem. No shuriken whatsoever. Level 2 bounty. Can't really stop the TP.
Oh,
a lot of push-ups.
Z-Freak.
4 grand.
And,
luckily, that wasn't the thing.
Yeah, I didn't make an agreement yet, but I regret not making one now.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, that
top
was
lane.
Chessie making a move on
Grant, don't
Excel,
miss another one, please.
slapping away here with whatever this is. It looks like a giant bone, but Chessie now has to be careful. He can get stunned. Is the haze going to be enough? No, that club to the face comes out again from Kotaro. Down goes Chessie. Complexity's top lane having all kinds of trouble right now.
Yeah, Sven went for level 2 Storm Hammer just for some extra damage. The The Stormhammer actually scales well. I mean, of course, you need to skill your cleave for faster farming, but in the laning stage you can get level 2, maybe sometimes even 3, depends how the game goes. They just need the extra magical damage burst for that panda, because it's hard to hit him with all that miss.
That Silencer looks like he's going to come down and maybe try to help out the Nature's Prophet a little bit against the Darkseer, but right
Can't
now
really help.
Stinger's kind of having his way. Again, he's got deep wards up, he's got the boots already with the wind lace, so he's moving quite fast. Kyle doesn't even have boots just yet, so he's got to be careful about even going to his own runes.
I wish Kyle TP is somewhere, then he'll have 0 items.
He's struggling.
You're sick man, Lacoste.
Is there any? Are they doing it right now? Are they gonna try to steal the stack?
Yeah, looks like they're coming around for it. Pepita and Stinger with the ion shells. This is a sneaky move right here. It's happening right under Complexity's nose, and they don't even know it. Look at where those creeps are running into the smallest crevice in the trees. Double ion shell. They're just getting cleared out right now.
It's fine.
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
more worth
where
it.
the
I mean, they're
action
getting
is
more
going.
money
Sounds
from
gonna
this
die,
than
but
that.
they might get Moo in response.
But get up there,
the
Grant.
drunken haze
Who?
slap.
Yeah, who?
Moo skitters away with his phase boots here, and yeah, being drunk not a good thing for Dota or.
Oh my god! All right, I actually need. I don't know. Dakota praised me yesterday. I'm just letting myself go today.
This is not an easy.
I told you,
Lots
man,
of
you have to be
simul-
motivated by the fear of punishment.
No, you're right. I'm actually
Makes
right.
you
If
better.
I miss, we're at 7 kills. If I miss
You
any
missed
up
like
to 17.
9 out of 7 kills.
And
Yeah.
Zephyr and Limp like, hey guys, let's go clear the stack. And
Oh, this is gonna be
to
pain.
their great
Let's watch-
surprise,
wait,
they
wait.
will find
Look at
it
his face, look at his
completely
face.
What? Empty.
Oh.
All the pings come out. He's like, Limp, just in case you didn't see it, that camp is now empty. I swear I stacked it.
Look at
Where
this.
did it go?
They got like a level and a half each from that top lane.
See more
Got it.
brawls coming
Yeah,
out.
Got it.
You just see the dead corpse, that's it.
Chelsea with the crit spade to the face. Kotaro is going to war cry up here and try
Dude, he's
to run
going
Moo.
for it.
Moo's got phase boots with an Orb of Venom and Blightstone. He's taunting his way towards him right now, so I'm not sure if... yeah, but nice stack steal there. That's really going to set back this Wisp and Tiny a little bit, as we've been having some trouble mid. But Leo Style, we mentioned him having some great games. He has died twice already this game, not having the time of his life here against this dirty Wisp Tiny.
Yeah.
Oh, top Grant. No, I'm just kidding, bro.
Oh, top.
Top, Janata.
Top,
Never
Jesse's
mind.
drinking from the fountain. He's getting ready to... No, nothing's going on. Never mind.
What do you get? Bot.
All these global heroes. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm actually not missing another one though. Told you. I'm so in there right
You
now.
need to
Jack.
get closer to your monitor.
Yeah, you're right. Jack, back to you.
Take it away, Jack.
Jack to you.
Limp TP's mid, hitting some creeps here. He's got backup behind him. Kyle and Z-Freak, the brothers. Just kind of huddled in safe formation behind him, but nothing else really going on. As both teams continue to do some peaceful farming. Complexity's caught up with 3 kills in a row. And they look to have the net worth advantage right now on their cores as well. So, salvaging a difficult start here for Complexity.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, and Stormbolt dodged up here by Chessie, who's going to pop his ult and go on to Sven. Sven did hit his Warcry. He's got 1,100 total HP, but in the wake of all this right-click and the global presence coming in from the IO, he is going to go down, and perhaps with him this top tower as Kyle making the rotation as well.
Yeah, it's going down. Kyle still 0 smart stolen. Also, I mentioned the Diffusal Blade Carrier against Sven. Also mentioned Panda before. There's a Puck ulti committed on mid lane. Jack, back to you.
Yeah, they're gonna go. Well, Z-Freak just disappears.
The dodge.
Excel gets tossed back to Leo Style, and it looks like he's gonna limp away from Stinger as well.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, nice play to limp in. Chessie coming in on the backside. He doesn't have a blink though, so
Or even
the
phase
haze
boost.
slow only 10% at level 1. It's not gonna be enough to get him into clap range.
Well, Panda can dispel a Warcry from Sven.
That's right. The Brewmaster Storm Panda proving to be quite valuable in a lot of situations here. We've seen it against CK and now against the Sven Warcry, or at least we will soon.
Also, yesterday he dispelled the what was it? Pipe.
Pepita
effect.
trying to TP away down here. Will this be the first smart of the game for Kyle? He is denied. Lacoste is sad as Darkseer gets home just in time. Classic Lacoste. That's what he sounds like in our pubs too.
Can you can also dispel like track and ion shells and all that stuff too?
I'm not sure you can dispel Ion Shell.
Dyer's bottom
It's
tower
dispellable.
is
Probably you
under
can.
It is dispellable.
I feel like that dispel is just going to get a lot more attention
Yeah.
this Dota season, you know?
Yeah.
Called it here,
It's
I'm
nice
a
though.
prophet.
It's one of those super situational counters, right? So it's...
Dyer's middle tower.
And
is
we
under
see a smoke
attack.
play here
Are
coming out
scanning.
from Infamous. They are going to scan the Radiant, attempting to retake the stacks here over the bones of the previous stack. And in they come. Wisp going to instantly bite it here. Limp doesn't have many options. He's going to try to combo his way out and maybe get a kill or two. Limp goes down. In comes the ult from Moo. And Leo style barely gets away by the skin of his teeth. And is that Kyle's first smart of the game? Yes,
Yes, it is.
+2 int.
Yeah, I'm getting smarter.
Yeah, Complexity should just try to continue to farm, get a Blink Dagger on a Panda and on Tiny, then they should try to make a move.
Is under attack. Dyer's structure
This is when they were behind in DCSA. They didn't have a blink on Brew. Like right when they got that blink, they just started winning team
Grant,
fights.
observers are to be seen, not heard. Just kidding. Grant.
No, all right, I'm not talking the rest of the game. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Jack.
And some furious tower pressure being applied right now. Just kidding, Grant. You can talk all you want. Right, King? Dakota?
Yes, Grant can speak as he pleases.
No, sorry, Jack's the play-by-play. I respect the king, but I also respect Jack wishes. Jack's
Drums
wishes.
up now on Moo. I just heard a Sven ult going off, and yeah, it's here by the shrine as they're clearing out this ancient stack here. So
Dyer's bottom tower.
some limited, some interesting stack shenanigans for both teams. Well, nothing really on Infamous side, but they've stolen one stack and contested another.
Yeah, remember when
spite
Dota
of
was
that-
all about stacking the ancient camps and the creep camps in general? Like that was so stupid. Like who stacks more wins.
What era would you say that was in, though?
That was era
TI
2015 maybe.
Oh, TI5 time with
Yeah, I
like
think
the
it is.
fear gyro stacks and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was a while where it was like that. It's like jungle efficiency was too important, or you just spend more time in the jungle than actually fighting
Yeah,
people or in lanes. And that's like
That's one of the reasons why jungle was nerfed, the
Yeah.
XP and the bounty.
it's hard to get away from the spirit of Dota a little bit. it
Yeah.
felt like.
It's a PvP game, not a PvE game, people.
That's right. And
We play
speaking
Poe
of
for that.
speaking of PvE, this tower bottom is about to go down as Infamous have 4 heroes on a complexity with the fort, but I don't think they're going to contest. They're going to try to take their own mid tower. Limp throws a creep at it. 2 more punches. Oh, there's the fort. So Stinger's going to try to harass here. Give him the old choppity chop, and then the track and shuriken as well.
Oh.
The tower. Chessie jumps in.
What?
He's faking the. He's leaving it for. Oh, he's leaving it for the Radiant creeps. A brilliant play there by Chessie the Unselfish. As Radiant are. What Radiant creep was even attacking that?
Yeah, I would say he wanted to leave it for Tiny because he's 200 gold away from Dagger, but you can call it whatever you want.
Yeah, I
Jack.
think they were just trying to have both of them hit at the same time so Bounty Hunter wouldn't deny it.
Yeah, that's
So Tiny's going for a Blink Dagger right now?
yeah.
I've
Look
heard
at
arguments
Shaq.
about people saying that
Shaq.
Tiny doesn't need the extra mobility because it's like a Wisp Tiny kind of a game, and they go for stuff like drums instead.
You can
What do you
go
think about
drums first, but he decides to go for Magic Wand and Infused Raindrop, so it's a lot of items.
Well, they
But
do have,
he
they
still
do have a
needs. He
drums.
still needs. You can go for a drums just to tank up, give some extra mana. But he already has power threads. That's 10 extra intelligence or strength, whatever he needs. So he needs a mobility item.
Do you think it's like a straight to Agnem's also kind of a game, or are we going to be seeing other shenanigans like Shadow Blade or something like that?
Shadow Blade probably.
Echo Saber, you know, sometimes.
The blink just extends the range on this hero. It's like usually if you see him, you know, you have some kind of recourse. But now, anyone who's playing up on any wave has to be careful because the blink can just come in and
Jack,
instantly
stick to the
blow up
play-by-play,
these,
bud.
squishy heroes. But speaking of play-by-play, bottom shrine is activated here. SQM drinking that spicy hot pot desperately while Moo and a bunch of brewmasters chase him desperately. And Global Silence is going to come out, so that will end SQM's life. The complexity people are here as in force. As Papita is going to get chased away as well. There you see the mobility of Complexity. Chessie coming in for that clap. Oh, he doesn't even need that. It's just the crit spade to the face. Limp is kind of chasing Excel here. Excel's going to give him the Barry Sanders, as Graham calls it, and get himself into the trees. So a 3 for 0 here. Complexity showing off their superior
He's gonna actually
mobility.
dive. Nah. Never mind.
I was hoping so too, Lacoste. I was getting excited. as well.
This is exactly what they needed. A little bit slow blink dagger timing on Tiny because they cleared his stack and he died, what, one time. But still, once he gets the blink dagger up with the panda, they can just roll over them.
This becomes a pretty tough spot. They're going to go on to Stinger here and take him down. It's tough because it feels like they're kind of hemmed in inside their base or Infamous, and then you don't get to see Sven hit creeps and creep down waves as much as he would like to. As he's going now for that Echo Saber with the Mask of Madness completed.
Yeah, seems like Tiny has Echo Saber queued up as well. And there are different ways of building up Tiny.
Yeah, skirmishing, breaking out here mid. Excel's going to get tossed up into the air. Ult drop by Sven. Infamous are going to look to try and get something in return. Z-Freak will fall. Down goes Excel as expected.
Crit.
But tossed back in here as Kataro's still chopping away here. He's got a stun up now. Does he go for the Tiny? There's a stun, but looks like he's finally going to run out of gas here as he is surrounded and taken down. Looks like the rest of Infamous didn't commit to the fight.
Even though there was global on cooldown and no relocate, they are still losing the fight. Oh, Panda in a problem.
Ooh.
No, never mind.
Nice.
He goes down.
Yeah,
That was an
Olympus going to miss the
bank
stun,
shot.
and then they're carrying plenty of dust on
Adrian.
Complexity as expected.
Jack didn't even hear. He's too focused.
Wait, what? Who, what?
Nothing.
No, tell me, I missed.
Nah, it's too late. The joke's, you know, it's a little above your head now, Jack.
Oh, now you triggered my FOMO.
It was a good bank shot by Bounty Hunter, so you can guess what NBA reference I made.
But he said Adrian Miller.
Yeah, except I fucked it up.
Stinger Tim Duncan confirmed.
Stinger Tim Duncan. So what is, I mean, this is kind of what happened yesterday with coL's game. They got the first time the Blink Dagger, and then Tiny got, once he gets Echo Saber, like, how does Infamous fight him? What's their plan?
Well, there's a mech on Darkseer, but he doesn't have a point in Wall of Replica just yet, so that would explain his hesitance to get involved in that last fight.
Yeah, usually you would see either not going for talent tree or one less in vacuum. So you need that Wall of Replica to fight.
Apparently not, because he just took the last point vacuum again.
I guess he just wants to combo with the Sven, have that extra range level 4 vacuum. But it's gonna be hard to pull off against the global silence.
Stinger is going to get taken down again, but again, Bounty Hunter is one of those heroes that he provides that vision. If you kill him, he comes back soon anyway, and it gives away your position and what you're doing. So Complexity are clearly trying to post up on this top tower here, and it doesn't look like Infamous are planning to contest this.
Well, the thing is they're pushing top lane, and the Tiny and Io are farming the whole forest together. So Tiny is gonna be jacked in the next couple of minutes. The top tower taken by Moo.
They also spotted
They can't
that
even
stack
defend
too,
it. Yeah.
that they just made.
And Sven is forced to go for a BKB, needs to skip that Echo Saber build, even though he already bought a quarterstaff, which is pretty smart of him. He does not want to commit an extra more than 1k gold.
Stun coming out, some more neutral creeps under assault here. The dull thud of Sven's hammer cracking against their skulls. Moo is going to TP in here on Sven, so they're going to go for him. It doesn't look like help will get him in time. He's actually trapped on the other side of his team. And but in comes the reinforcements. Z-Freak is not going to go down, and now they have to be careful because Brewmaster has split, and they're going to blow up Excel shortly here. From bad to worse, Sven goes down, and now just fleeing for the foothills are Infamous in the wake of this Complexity in-your-face, run-at-them approach here. Oh, there's a stun from Olympus to come out just in time, and that will end Papita as well. 3 more down for Infamous as they kind of trickled in single file to the slaughter there just now.
Yeah, plus they did not even need to commit global there. I mean, it looks pretty bad for the Infamous right now. There's no way they can take a fight when the global is up and they're losing even without it. Net worth.
Yeah, key there was just Sven being caught out farming, and then they couldn't make up their mind whether to kind of just abandon the Sven, or maybe either TP to the tier 2 or to the shrine and try to help him out there. As it was, he never got there. They had more than enough control, and down he went. What do we expect to see here from Infamous? Do you think this BKB timing is going to be pretty crucial for them?
But he still needs something else, a Blink Dagger, so he can actually get close if Darkseer pulls the vacuum. Global Silence follow-up. He uses a BKB, then stuns. That's their only way to get back into the game. Some clutch plays, plus from follow-up from Puck. I mean, Bounty Hunter and Dazzle, I mentioned it during the pick phase, it's pretty weak opening. Like, you have two heroes who, when you go on them, they need to pretty much run back. Especially with heroes like Panda, Tiny, and Global Silence. Pretty vulnerable to those two heroes.
Yeah, there's a smoke here from Complexity. He's going to be popped, as is Pepita very shortly, it looks like. Down he goes, and coL goes from 2 smart to 16 smart in the span of about just a few minutes here. His Complexity really picking up the pace. Moo, going to get himself into this pit. No treants just yet as they're coming down from this top hill. They're going to try to take out Roshan real quick on Complexity.
Got it.
Grant, do you still think Infamous can take one game from coL?
Absolutely. They had a good game plan starting off, and then they let the item time, like, always mix these heroes that come online at the same time, right? Panda with Blink, and then you had the IO Tiny when he got Blink as well. Like, they just come online at the same time and they just go in. Meanwhile, only Sven has anything on Dire. But I'm fine with it.
This Roshan is not going to go uncontested here. coL gives them a quick 3-man curse as he sees where they're coming in from. And they're going to turn back and smoke up our Infamous, and Complexity has to abandon this Roshan for now. They don't have the best of Rosh lineups. They do have Treants to tank.
Oh, he missed.
This has to be
Panda.
But the fight begins. There's the global coming out. Down goes Pepita, so they're not going to have wall. Leo style goes down as well. They don't have yet the itemizations or tools to deal with this, and despite the BKB being popped by Kotaro, he has no environment in which to deal damage. He's now being pursued frantically by the rest of Complexity. BKB charge off. His life soon to be forfeit. They don't even need to bring everyone here. Stinger goes down on the backlines, and the rest of Complexity in tow here. Sven hasn't popped his ultimate. It's not going to make much difference. In comes Limp with the, well, I guess his brother deals the final blow there. Another, was it a wipe? Yeah, it was a full wipe.
The thing is, when they go in with Panda and Tiny, they have Global to protect them. Nothing besides BKB to cancel the fight on the side of Infamous. So you lose 1 or even 2 heroes, and then you can't even take a fight after that. I mean, Panda is an ulti, can heal 1, that's -3 heroes, you got nothing to fight with. And if Sven is running away, 10 seconds BKB popped, you know something is wrong.
Yeah, 10 seconds, he spent half that time in a Sprout and then had to run up in the way out. And
I almost have to wonder if that half-eaten Roche was like a bait by Complexity. It seemed like they were like kind of taking their time and dilly-dallying, and they knew that there was going to be a smoke contest, and they kind of waited till Infamous committed to that before starting the fight.
Well, if they could have finished it earlier, they would. If they had enough damage, just take the Aegis and then take a fight, but they would gladly take fight anytime when the global is up.
Yeah, this is a very fast lineup from Complexity. Like, with that global early on, there's more than enough burst damage coming out from these heroes, even before items, to just start blowing up some of the squishier heroes of Infamous. And then pretty soon you're left with a Sven on his own trying to deal damage, and it's just not working out for Infamous.
I would say that if this ends up being another disaster, this is probably over right here. But
here we go, smoking up.
There's the smoke.
Saw smoke broke.
It's gonna break because they know somebody's up there, but that's the Brewmaster. That's not who they want to go on. coL is in a tough spot here, but they're not going to commit to going on him either. Blink's canceled by that Arcane Curse. coL has been on point with these. In comes Limp. He's going to toss Sven back into his ally. Sven forced to BKB and ult at an early juncture, but is he going to get a chance to do any damage in this fight? He's already down to 400 HP and frantically running for his life here. Excel is going to go down to move. Sven getting in some final chops for good measure. Almost brings someone down. He's going to stay up though. Aegis is popped. Pepita has to disengage from this fight. The rest of Complexity line crumbling as Pepita is going to just barely TP away. Leo style forced to run towards the Complexity side to escape his own demise. Limp squaring off with himself, his own worst enemy in the wall, but we'll get past that just now and start going to high ground. I talked a lot there, Lacoste. Tell us what happened.
What happened? I mean, same thing happening for the previous 3 fights. It's just Panda going in, controlling the fight. Tiny just blows up one guy. Actually, Sven managed to deal a lot of damage, but they actually had Aegis on Tiny, so he did not die. He's going for more of a defensive build with AC against that Sven physical damage. So I really don't see the way Infamous can get back into the game unless they pull like a 4 or 5 man vacuum combo.
Need some big combos from Infamous. Do you think they go now and try to get that combo working before?
Yeah, but
Global
even
comes
if they
back?
get the combo off, they need to do it 2-3 times to actually get back into the game. They're 8k gold away.
Dire's
Maybe if they hit everyone with a track also.
Yeah.
And then perform the wombo combo.
Track 5-man wombo combo team wipe. You heard it here first.
Radiant's middle
And
tower.
Global's going to be back up in about 30 seconds here, so a small window still available for Infamous to try to make a move. They're going to have Wall of Replica up in a few seconds for the Darks here. Sven's obviously got God Strength and everything at his disposal. They're going to take down this tower, and I think Complexity are okay with letting this one go. As
Radiant's middle
going to wait for
tower.
that Global to come back. Moo already working on getting the side waves pushed out.
Grant, how are you feeling about
And we
this
see a
game?
big smoke towards
Good.
the top. This
Doing
is
great.
a pretty large commitment, but Moose smells it already, and he's going to find himself he's going to head into a deep crevice in the woods here to dodge this aggression. And yeah, Infamous know that this is kind of their only timing, although Global's about to be back up, so they're swarming here through the Radiant Woods looking for a kill. But Complexity seem privy to this already. It looks like Chessie's just... Oh no, I thought he was smoked up, but he's invis. And the two sides are going to meet here, and Stinger is going to be the first to be sacrificed on the front lines.
What a chance.
Just
Oh.
2 slaps coming out from the Spade. Down goes Excel, and that is once again going to end the fight. Look at these TPs coming in right now. You have the Wisp Tiny and the Nature's Prophet coming in. The tree is going to protect Z-Freak from this angry Sven. Sven chopping away. He's got his BKB down. No Stormhammer. There's the silence. I didn't even really seem to be anything that needed to be silenced there, as Sven will probably go down shortly here. He's going to catch a whiff of the spicy hop up, but Limp's just waiting for his cooldowns at this point. In comes the toss and the Echo Saber. Down goes Sven.
Just too much stuff to kite that Sven around, and they don't even have 4 steps.
Dire's
I mean,
top
Panda
tower
with a
is
BKB,
under
it's a
attack.
still 10-second BKB. He can just go in, pop a BKB, 2-3 shot those supports, Bounty or Dazzle, then pop ulti. Oh, they're already in the Dazzle.
There's the silence there coming out from the Orchid. He is going to miss Dazzle with the stun, so that's going to expose the Tiny to some counter aggression here, but it's not enough. Wisp is onto him again. Infamous surging forward here without their Sven, trying to make something happen. But looks like only coL is even remotely threatened here, and yeah, they're not going to have what it takes.
Hey
Careful on the
yo, what a
backline.
bang.
In
Bada boom.
comes Chessie. They're going to let Stinger go for the time being. And looks like he might actually be able to TP away.
Damn.
Barely.
But yeah, BKB committed from Chessie. Nothing else really lost.
Oh.
There's the ult coming out from Leo style. It's going to hold coL in place. And do they ditch him? Yeah, it looks like
Yeah, but the
looks like, well, they gotta be
enemy team
careful here.
also ditches him.
They're biting, they're biting
He's
off
gonna
more
kill the
than they can
Dazzle.
chew. What? coL's gonna turn around and Moo kills Leo style. What just happened? We thought we saw a ditch silencer, but the ditcher became the, never mind, I messed that one up. coL turns around and gets the kill onto Excel.
All right. Turn around and Limp's back in the game, so now all hope is gone for Infamous.
Jack, back to you.
That was like when you saw like the, I'm not saying. Sven's just getting stopped down here. There's the Brewmaster ultimate, and I think we know how this fight's going to turn out. BKB popped by Kataro as he desperately tries to hack his way out. He's going to get tossed right back into Z-Freak. Z-Freak's like, no, man, why at me? And down
I
goes...
think it's time to call it.
Yeah, and they're going to lose their first set of Roxys here. Not much going on here for Infamous in a positive light this game, as Complexity has gone on something of a, what, like a 15-1 run or something? And that was great. It was like the, let's see, Leo style desperately trying to avoid the aggression from Limp. It's going to get tossed into the air. There's Echo Sabers on both the Tiny and Brewmaster as well, which is interesting because in addition to their magical burst, you also get that quick slap from both of them for a lot of damage.
Oh, look
Got
at
like
the
right there.
damage. Is that the
Yeah,
slap
it's
slap
a
you're
slap
talking
slap.
about?
That's that slapstick comedy.
Well, he gets on level 10, he gets plus 30 damage talent. On level 20 strength, that's 50 extra damage, plus a double hit, plus crits on those extra damage. So
Yeah, if he saves up for the crit with that, Echo Saber, it really hurts.
Dire's bottom
What?
tower has fallen.
If he saves up for the crit,
So rather, if he doesn't activate his passive in a while and he comes in with the crit,
yeah, it's always a first hit crit.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
10 seconds cooldown and the first hit is miss.
Gotcha.
Don't worry, Grant. That change only happened like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
All right, thank goodness. That's what certain
plays
trigger
Panda
time
anyways?
means, and I can tell you my certain trigger time is 5 seconds for if Jack doesn't get his play-by-play together.
Back to you, Jack.
That sequence top though. I mean, they left Kyle. It was kind of like they're leaving him to like the younger members of the pack to like devour him, and he just turns around.
The
and
weakest
just kills,
deer
like,
in the pack.
Yeah, yeah.
As
No,
you
no,
like
they
to
thought
call
he
it.
was the slowest deer in the pack. It turns out he
Slowest
was no
deer.
deer to begin with. He turns and just murders Excel as the rest of the team turns on. But Pito's just gonna get slapped down. These heroes are just evaporating under the withering Echo Saber blows here of the Complexity heroes. And
Dire's bottom shrine is
yeah,
under attack.
I don't know where Dire's going at this point. See a couple arrows pointed towards the Radiant base. It's the only real safe haven for them on the map. Leo Style is surrounded on all sides. Kyle's got a Helm of the Dominator as well. We'll add some more creep, maybe a siege creep to the arsenal. He's got a buckler to provide that armor as well onto this high ground siege. It doesn't look like Infamous really
Radiant's
want any part. Oh, there's going to be a courier snipe here.
Dire's middle
But,
tower is
got
under
it.
attack.
That's a pipe.
Yeah, that Soul Ring and Hood of Defiance probably not crucial to the outcome of this game here. As this is starting to look like one of those pub games where like someone's given up and they're just on the other side of the map trying to avoid dying. And they're desperately trying to cut waves, but that's not really going to matter because there are creeps coming through the top of the base as well. And the final slaps and punches and chops coming here to the Infamous mid lane. There's the Sven ult, and you have to believe this is going to be the last.
It's got to be the
game
final
here.
hurrah.
And Sven does manage to take down the Nature Prophet. And that's going to be second death of the game. As, here they go onto the Tiny as well. He has an Assault Cuirass though, and Craggy Exterior, so he is quite durable, and he's going to get airlifted to safety there by Z-Freak.
Seems like they're
That's cool.
ditching the Wisp.
Let's see.
Can he get some return kills like Silencer did? Not
No,
really.
he is actually the slowest deer in the pack. You know, like my friend once told me, you don't have to be the fastest deer in the pack, you just don't want to be the slowest.
Roche just spawned, so if Complexity wants to take it slow, they can just go for it and just finish the game from there. If they don't want to risk anything, I think they will actually do that. Before, Grant, you remember, it was pretty much unmannered to actually finish the Roche and then finish the game.
Yeah.
If you had that kind of a lead.
Yeah, if you're this far, yeah, people just expect you to push, and now it's like, that's just
I just want to point out that
In a
there's
pub,
4
that
people
pisses
trying to
me
fight
off.
Chessie, and Chessie is just... This is some Kung Fu Panda stuff going on right now. He's just turning around and fighting all
Jack
of them.
Black.
He's like, please come at me, bros. I am the Brewmaster. He's actually chasing 4 people into the base by himself with his Brewmaster split, and he zeroed in on Excel here. So,
Uh-oh.
Oh.
No, man.
looks like it's now Moo's turn. He's not as good at the 1v5 game as his brother Chessie is. Sorry, not his actual brother, his teammate.
His
His
comrade.
brother.
Moo once again dying for the team. Panda has a
Chessie's
BKB
lifted
ready,
into
like
the air,
it's so
but, I think they
hard to control that Panda.
I think they're still hurting from their last brush-in with Chessie.
Yeah, he toyed with them.
Leo Style going after some Kyle creeps here. That Ogre Frost Mage at just 840 HP. He's regenerating fast though from the mech, and he will get healed back up
And the Helm of the Dominator.
to 75% health and be ready to throw some armor on his mates again.
That's the best creep you can get, actually. I mean, Alpha Wolf is cool.
For like
but
Doom, but for everyone else,
Dire's bottom
8 bonus
shrine
armor
is
for
under
45 seconds, 30% move. I mean, it's frost armor tier. I mean, if you're picking a hero, in part because of the frost armor, you just get this frost mage.
well, if you have 400 move speed and you hit someone, you're gonna have below 300. That's insane. You're not actually moving when you have 280 move speed.
is under attack.
Leo Style's gonna hide out up on this cliff, and Chessie can reach him because this is a long spin. BKB, or rather ult coming in. Oh, he hasn't popped his ult just yet, and Chessie does not care. He just slopping away here. In comes the Tiny as well, and the last of Infamous looks like they're being driven back to their homes again.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah,
Dire's bottom tower.
What?
catches Leo Style trying to be slick in the corner. He buys back.
It's coming to a close, it looks like, finally.
His barracks is gone, and another convincing win here
Dang.
for Complexity. It looks like as their perfect record remains.
Now have
looks like the move to 9-0 here. Lacoste.
Jack, you missed that kill on Stinger.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you, Jack. Seems like Complexity, when they play a game, it's just a matter of time and they will win.
Will they get this kill before the good game comes? It's out.
It's
but
out
will he die?
Is it over?
They scoop his ass up.
40 to 15 win here for Complexity in the first game of the 8th day of the first series here at the King's Cup. So we'll see if Infamous can do better and fulfill Grant's prophecy in Game 2.
I wouldn't say it was a prophecy. It was more of a jangle. A jangle in my mind that I proceeded to talk about.
Okay, so back here on the panel with Jangling Grant and Lacoste and the King. What do you guys think of that game?
It just feels like Complexity knows exactly what they're drafting every time. That all their items come online, what they need at the exact same time. They take like 1 or 2 fights, take a Roche, and then they're just set to go for the rest of the game. I think Infamous, I really liked what they did early with the Bounty Hunter going top lane, getting that first blood. And they got a few more kills onto the Dazzle, but then, you know, you had a free farm Brewmaster, or not Brewmaster, pardon me, Furion as well as a tiny middle, so you won 1 lane, but then you lost the other 2 pretty hard.
I think that opening with Bounty Hunter, Bounty Hunter does not win games. I mean, he can maybe win a laning stage, but that's pretty much it. They also stole a stack, which was a huge experience and gold for them, but still with the heroes they had, they couldn't really do too much.
Feels like they were okay tactically in this game, but in the big picture, when it came to just the swarming strategies that Complexity played, they seem to be routinely on the short end.
You see those assists? That is actually insane. 95 assists on 39 kills. That's just
they
always go as a team. Yeah, and Moo's ulti. Moo's perfect with those ultis. They always come in max, like does it bottom lane, you know, hits the last guy he needs. You know, that guy's
it feels like
smart.
Pepita, or rather like Excel's like waiting for the grave, and just as he's about to grave, the Nature's Prophet all comes in and just cleans him up.
Yeah, I think, and also just Complexity's drafting. They did the Infamous opening. Infamous has done NP Silencer like 3 or 4 of the games they've started, and then Complexity just takes it instead. And now, what they open with a Dazzle and a Puck?
Dazzle
Puck. And they're like, you look at that and you're like, man, this Silencer, they're going to, I mean, Global Silence is such a good spell right now, and he's a good laner. He does a ton of damage, and he can silence you. It's a good hero.
He actually had a tough laning start, remember?
Yeah, he did.
Put him up in that top lane, and they were kind of just bullying.
He still only had 2 deaths, which
quite
is
a bit.
Insane. Look at Mo.
But the turnaround and the composure of Complexity is just kind of ridiculous at the moment.
Second to none right now.
18 minutes, it felt like that game was over for sure. I thought the GG was going to be coming out at that point. So
right when both their blinks come, they won that like 4-for-0 team fight. Then they won another team fight.
But if you look at the picks, you can see the big picture, the mid-team fights, how they're going to look like once. I mean, Panda's going to get that Blink Dagger, Tiny's going to get the Blink Dagger, even though if it comes late, 16, 17, 18 minutes, doesn't matter. You still won't be able to win a fight because they can control the fight. Sprout pretty much burst one of those heroes with Tiny and combo from Panda, then Panda just splits, Global Silence follow-up. It's just pretty much impossible to fight against this with the heroes Infamous had.
Yeah.
It's been interesting to watch some of the advanced rock, paper, scissors we've seen from these lineups. Like, we've seen highly mobile lineups drafted by some teams, but then they run into stronger team fight and they lose 5-on-5s. In this case, they seem to have the 5-on-5 advantage as well, especially before the items and ults came online for Infamous. And so, you know, they were just all over the map and just swarming at some point. Early drums picked up as well. They all itemized for that early fighting. Worked out very well from this game. And if any other thoughts on this game before we move to a break?
Nope.
Nope, Jack,
Very
you
good,
summed it up nicely.
Send it away, Jack.
All right, so that's going to do it for game 1. We're going to, you know, get some monster, maybe take a bathroom break, and we'll come back for game 2 shortly.